see it, and we put it inside a permanent magnetic field, north-south. Then these two magnetic fields will interact with one another. Die twee magnetiese veld gaan met mekaar oorvleuel en wat interact in Afrikaans? Met mekaar. In Afrikaans lees gaan julle eerste bullet point. Conductors principles caused by the interaction. Interaksie, there we go. Die interaksie tussen die twee magneetvelde. So, omdat this is a permanent magnetic field, and if you put a electricity through that wire, it causes a magnetic field. Then this magnetic field and this magnetic field interact with one another. They either repel or they attract. Okay, en dis wat maak dat iets beweeg, want daar aantrekking of afstoting. Goed, so it said on, why do we experience a force? It is caused by the interaction of the permanent magnetic field and the magnetic field that is in the conductor. Okay, then when these two fields are parallel to each other, okay, when they are in the same direction, then there's very little interaction. So daar's nie eintlik 'n aantrekking of 'n afstoting, want hulle gaan net in dieselfde rigting. And then the coil experiences no force. So dit is, if I would have put my magnet like this, okay, that's where you see nothing happens. But as soon as I put it perpendicular to one another, so if they're parallel to one another, parallel met mekaar, gaan jy geen afstoting of aandring sien. But if they're perpendicular to one another, dan sien jy die grootste verskil. Okay, so when the fields are perpendicular to each other, then there's the maximum interaction, and oh sorry, that must be a maximum force. Okay, so where do we use this? We use it in simple direct current motors, soos your drill or your fan or your whatever you want to move. In this motor, electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. So you start with electricity, you begin met 'n stroom, and then something moves. So electrical energy is electricity, mechanical energy is movement energy. Want wat is meganiese energie nou weer? It's the sum of potential plus kinetic energy. Julle onthou dit? Kan julle sien dat hulle daai hoofstuk hierin kan bring? We hope not, but they can. Okay, and to see the direction of the force, we use Fleming's left-hand rule. Fleming's linkerhand reël. Okay, that's what you just took out. Your gangster sign. Okay, now in an exam, please don't be shy to take out your signs. I expect all of you to at least once in the exam, take out your hand and just, okay? En so dit is actually een plek wat jy kan afkyk, is the one place where you can cheat. If someone takes out their hands, check which hand are they using, left hand or right hand. Want as jy die verkeerde hand gebruik, dan is jou hele ding verkeerd. Okay, so for a motor you must use your left hand rule. Okay, where your thumb is the force, the forefinger or the indicator finger is the magnetic field pointing south, and your middle finger is the current direction. Okay, so kom ons kyk gou wat hier gebeur. So this is what I tried to show you now. This is the wire, dis die geleier met sy stroom op. So that is the small bit of wire here, dis hy. Okay, then this is the permanent magnetic field, permanente magnetiese veld, so that's the magnet. And now you put that one in there. Okay, so it's on and on. Right, so we take out our left hand. In 2 pages time, we're going to take out our right hand. So hoe weet jy nou is jou linkerhand? Okay, want die vorige goed is ook jou regterhand. We're going to have a generator. And we have our electric motor wat ek opgeset hierso. Okay. Now, except for Declan, which is left-handed, wie is nou nog iemand wat links is? En ek kan klas met so vra. Okay. Generator, electric motor. Which one is easier to put on? Generator. Nee, electric motor, want jy plug hom in en dan gaan jy klik en dan gaan hy. Okay? So, all of us that are right-handed, which is our stronger hand, we need our strong hand indicate your left hand. Okay. So dis hier gaan onthou, left hand is the motor because it's easy. Generator, right hand. Okay. So we are with our left hand, and ek weet dit wys nou vir jou where's the force, but let's just check. Can you see the force? Okay. So almal haal jou linkerhand uit, your left hand. Let's start with sorry, I always start with my middle finger because I can't move it that nice. Middle finger is the direction of the current, die rigting van die stroom, en jy kan sien die gaan die stroom in die bladsy. Op jou bladsy, sit op in die bladsy. Your middle finger into your page. Middle finger. Middle. Alright. Right? Then your indicator finger points south. Right, so yeah. And then you can see your thumb points down, so then it will push this wire down. Okay.
So if it's a dot.
If it's a dot, it means it comes out of the page. Then it will point it up. See here.
Where's it?
Okay, middle finger. If it comes out of the page, middle finger up.
Yes.
Indicator points to south, and your thumb points up on the page. Your finger always points up. So if we switch this around, then you'll be here. Okay. So yes, Han, that is so an exam when you go and you're busy with this, trying to figure it out.
Now business kids are looking at us and
You don't try at the same time.
Ja.
Ja. Nee, hulle ken dit. Hulle weet al sê, daar gaan die kinders weer met hulle vingers en dan lag hulle vir julle en. Alright, goed. So, what they can ask you in this question. So first of all, you need to know what energy conversion do we have. Wat is energie omskakeling? You start with electrical energy and goes to mechanical. Elektriese energie en meganies, maar jy begin met elektrisiteit en dan gee dit jou beweging. Second thing is they can give you a diagram van die elektriese motor, and then they can ask you name the different parts or give the function of the different parts. Okay, goed. So kom ons kyk van nou die verskillende apparate. As jy eerste die energieomskakeling is van elektriese energie na meganiese energie. That is a question that they actually ask a lot. Dit is a direct current motor or electrical motor. Okay, heel eerste, we have permanent or electromagnets. Okay, so daar is jou magnete. There you have your electromagnets. Okay, and you can see they are curved. Hulle is gedraai daarso to give the maximum coverage. Om die meeste dekking te gee. Okay, sodat jy die meeste plekke perpendicular is, sodat jy uit vinniger en vinniger speel. Because if it's just like that, then it can only be here, but if it's curved, then here it's also perpendicular. Okay, so if it's curved, it just gives more coverage. Okay, what is the function of the permanent electromagnets? To supply a magnetic field. Okay, so moenie oordink hierso nie. Hoekom is daar 'n magneet? Vir 'n magneetveld. Secondly, you have an insulated conductor, geïsoleerde geleier, that green wire that I have there. So here you have your isolated conductor. That's called a coil, a spool. Okay, that forms the rotating armature of the motor. So dit maak dat daar is 'n geleier wat gaan draai. Dan het jy baie spesiaal, very special. You have a split ring commutator. 'n Slip ring commutator, né? Sit in Afrikaans. Slip ring commutator. In English is split ring commutator. Is dit split ring commutator? Ja, so die volgende een is sleepringe. Okay, so that is that thing that you have there. Okay, your split ring commutator. En dit maak hom anders. That is the thing that causes electric motor to be different from a generator. Okay, so what is the function of this thing? It consists of two separate copper segments, want koper gelei baie maklik elektrisiteit. on an insulated cylinder which is responsible, wat is hy doen? Hy is verantwoordelik for the switching of the direction of the current every half rotation. Okay, so wat is sy doel? Is om die rigting van die stroom elke halfrotasie te verander. Maar juffrou, jy het nog gesê ons is besig met gelykstroom. You said we're busy with direct current. Now it's changing current every half turn. Ek gaan nou verduidelik. I'm going to explain in a moment. Okay, then we have the brushes, die borsels. Okay, the brushes are there on the side. Their function, they're either made out of carbon or copper of koolstof, and that is just to maintain contact, om contact te behou tussen die battery, between the external circuit and the commutators. Okay, it's just there to make contact. And then there we have an insulated shaft. Okay, en die shaft hierso is daai ding daarso. So I'm going to send this thing around. This is a bit more complicated what that is on here. Okay, but what I want you to see is here is my shaft. Okay, so this is not leaky. So in a fan and a wire, it is this thing that turns the head of the fan. So this will be connected to the head of the fan. Okay, so this is the shaft. Then you'll see here we have magnets on the side, magnete aan die kant, a permanent magnetic field there. And then you'll see we have a lot of coils. Daar's baie binne spoele. Daar binne, that's just for maximum effect. Okay, so ons prentjie het letterlik een draadjie, we have one wire, but in real life it has like a million trillion wires. Okay. And so I'm going to send this around so that I want you to see the different parts of it. Dan gaan hy draai. Want as jy hom in hy gee nie elektrisiteit nie, hy draai. Ja. Okay, so hoe werk die ding? How does this thing work? Okay. Let's say we start with electricity, ons begin met die battery elektrisiteit, and I want to see, is this thing going to turn clockwise or is it going to turn anti-clockwise? Okay, dis ook 'n tipiese eksamenvraag, a typical exam question. You're going to start with your electricity. You see there, the long line is on the left hand side, the short line is on the right hand side. So dit beteken, hierdie is positief aan hierdie kant, en hierdie is negatief aan daai kant. That's step number 1, that you can see that. What does that mean? It means that the current goes through there and back through there like that. Nee? Okay. So, wanneer hulle vir jou so 'n vraag vra, when they ask you a question like this in exam, choose a segment. Choose A, B or choose C, D. Okay? So, ek gaan sê, kom ons kies vandag A, B. I'm going to choose A, B. I want to know, is A, B going to go up or is A, B going to go down? Because if A, B goes up, it's clockwise. If A, B goes down, it's anti-clockwise. So, jy kies 'n gedeelte. Okay. En watter rigting gaan die stroom daar? The current goes from A to B. So, I show that it goes from A to B. Okay, so now that I know the direction of the current, I know north and south. Now I take out my left hand. Okay. Your eerste, direction of the current. Rigting van die stroom, middelvinger, it goes from A to B. So middle finger from A to B. Then we want the direction of the magnetic field, die rigting van die magnetiese veld, it points south. Points south. Okay, so in which direction is AB going, up or down? AB gaan afgaan. Nee?
Oh yes, the thumb is...
My thumb is pointing into the page, so it's going down. Nee? Ja? Ja, my arm kan dit nie meer nie. Alright, so it means the whole AB segment is going to go down, which means it's turning anti-clockwise. Is julle met my?
Nee, juffrou, ons...
Okay. Hy sê stop.